During the production of Black Isle's ill-fated attempt at Fallout 3, better known as Van Buren, the dev team conceptualized how the game's sequel would play out. Early in Van Buren's development, somewhere around 2000 to 2002, Caesar's Legion, a military dictatorship of Roman cosplaying slavers who controlled the Midwestern United States, were planned to be a major faction. However, as the financial news at Interplay tightened and cancellation became a real possibility, a second iteration of development began where many existing ideas were either simplified, combined together, or cut out entirely. In the second iteration, Caesar and his forces moved east of Texas after their defeat at Hoover Dam, and only a few small bands of legionaries would have been found in-game. Their largest camp was temporarily based in a hotel in the ruins of Denver, as they needed to wait out the Midwest seasonal radioactive cyclone so they could return home and rejoin their brethren. Here the player could have talked to them to learn more about the Legion, killed them, bought slaves from them, or freed the slaves they had captured. While they would have had little influence on the plot, their primary purpose acted as a setup for Fallout 4, as designer Sean Reynolds revealed. Van Buren takes place in the American Southwest, Arizona, Nevada, Colorado, Utah. The westernmost sites on the game's map are the easternmost borders of NCR, and problems with NCR have a lot to do with what's going on in the game. There are references to the Midwest. For a while, there was a significant faction from the Midwest in the game, but when we realized the size and story had gotten too big, we cut them out, but left some links in to make an easier transition to Fallout 4. In fact, one of those links is there because of the radioactive twisters Cassidy mentions in Fallout 2. The design document for Denver supports this, stating, "The guys from Caesar's Legion are a mystery. What are they up to? If you're allied with the Blackfoots, you have an in with them, but they mainly want to keep away from the primitives and assholes who live in this part of the continent. You can find out a little bit more about them and get some hints about the direction of the next game in the series." Of course, Van Buren would be cancelled, Black Isle's team would be laid off, and the IP would be sold to Bethesda, resulting in an entirely different take on Fallout 4. While the Legion appeared in New Vegas, the majority of their content would once again be cut, which is ironic considering Black Isle's plan for Van Buren's sequel was heavily centered around them. It's fascinating to consider what could have been if Fallout 4 had been set in a Legion-controlled Midwest, but ultimately, all of this was left on the cutting room floor.